Hi guys, Eugene here with Darkroom Software. In this quick video, we're going to talk about some of the editing options that you have in Darkroom Booth, specifically the post-process editing. There's some options in there that a lot of people don't actually know about. So let's go ahead and jump right in. And I have some images captured, and I'm going to switch over to my Photos tab. If I double click on one of these, I can then go and adjust the placement. Let's see, using the arrow keys. But if you click on more tools, you have brightness and contrast. So let's say I wanted to warm up this image, we'll just go with 10, and it gives it a little bit more warmer look. But I'm going to actually edit it a little bit over the top so it's a little easier to see. I'm going to show you an option that you have right here. Under attributes, we can go to and apply to all in catalog current. And any change that I make here will then be applied to the other images. So in this case, I messed up the image, but let's go ahead and fix it back. Maybe we can adjust the exposure just a little bit, and then we'll do the same thing to correct it. Apply to all in catalog current. So you can also save to in your system default. So if you notice your camera is always shooting just a little bit red, you can adjust the color out and then save to a system default to compensate for that. Now you should be able to control that with the camera. That's a much better way to do it, but just as an example. So if we click more tools, we'll see that we also have Chroma key options. And I'll show you those in just a moment, but I'm going to click back to this option. So if you zoom in on the image, I just used my scroll wheel there, and it won't allow you to apply a crop. You have to do that individually. So if we go apply to all in catalog current, you'll see that it does not update the other images. What you do is in save changes. And even though this is not updated, let me see if I can get it to update. Whenever I double click on it, it has still been updated there. So next thing I want to show you is, and we'll come back to these images in just a moment, but I have some green screen images, and I specifically messed these up so we can see how we would fix it if an issue like this came up. So now we're from the prints tab, we have an image with the background on it, and it looks like I'm wearing a blue shirt in this image. It looks like it is set for chroma key blue rather than green. So if I click on auto or green, it fixes it, and then I would just apply to all in catalog. Or if that was an issue where I had, I want to make sure that doesn't happen, I can set it to green and then save to system defaults. And it'll automatically always knock out green, and it won't get confused with blue. Okay, so let's switch back to the other images, because I want to talk about filters and how these images can help you make better filters. So if we go to the Help Center, we have this guide on creating filters, and it tells you what are the different options that you can apply. Well, numbers like these really don't translate too well if you're not too familiar, but those numbers are the same numbers here. So if let's say let's switch to here. Okay. So if I wanted to change the exposure, contrast, I can see a little bit more of how it's going to affect the image here, and then I can use those options to then, here I'm in my X drive, have my filters. Whoops. There we go. Notepad. So I can then go in and make those changes and kind of get a more visual understanding of what it's going to look like, and then update or create a new filter. So those are some of the editing options for post-processing. Now if you wanted to really you want to work on getting your images correct in camera. That's the first thing. If they're coming out bad, fixing them here, it's really not going to improve it that much, but get it as best as you can in camera. And if you want to do more editing after the image is taken but before it's printed, then you would want to look more at Core Edition. That those options are built in the Core Edition. That's what it's made for. So you have the option to crop and select photos, which one you like best, enhance it, apply a template, and then output it. So Core Edition might be for you if you it's worth checking out. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Thanks again for watching. If there's a topic that you want to learn a little bit more about, be sure to comment below, like, subscribe, and click the little notification bell so when we release a new video, I'll let you know. Here's some other videos you might like. Most importantly, thanks for being a customer. I'll see you next time.